Hey everyone, this is Danny fRoD Montaner, and you're here for another EG Pro Tip series brought to you by MSI Notebook. Today I'm going to be showing you how to op A on defense on the CT side of Dust 2. There's obviously several different spots and different locations that you can go through, but I'm going to go through the three main common ones. One being rail, one being Gamehelper, and the other being long A pushed. Right now I'm going to go ahead and take you in game so I can explain some of them with my G-Series notebook. And obviously right now, rail is the most diverse of the three positions that I mentioned. The reason why is because there's many different angles that you can hold, such as this one on top of this actual rail, and then right here on top of the actual box. I'm going to go ahead and explain all of them right now, but the reason why I like this one a lot is because it's the least common used out of all of them, because you're more exposed in this one compared to all the other ones. And obviously it's nice to bring this angle back, because at the end of the day, when T's peek the corner, sometimes they're not necessarily expecting you to be in this spot which you're the most exposed in. Now, one of my other favorite spots is this one, because you're able to be in a spot where when they pick you or try and peek you, you're going to have a box blocking at least half of your body, as well as being able to absorb some of the damage that gets thrown at you. You want to do that because you want to be able to try and essentially take a shot, absorb some damage, and fall back and hide. This will allow you to be able to recover and throw some flashbangs up in the sky to potentially take another pick. But now, this is easily my favorite spot, and the reason why it's my favorite spot is because if you see teams starting to throw flashbangs out from catwalk, and even sometimes they like to throw sky flashes that just blow up in the middle of the sky and fall down, the reason why this spot is so effective is because in order for you to avoid every single flashbang, the only thing that you have to do is hold duck. The reason why this is effective is because when you hold duck, this wall covers your whole entire sky, and you're basically your upper view. This will allow you to get half blind at max, and will allow you to, basically the way you want to have this done is maybe take a shot, avoid some flashbangs, and pop right back up. You don't want to sit there for too long, because at the end of the day, if they jump and peek, they can potentially see your head. So you don't want to be a sitting duck here, basically. You want to try and take a shot, and if you feel like you can hide, then do that. But if not, you need to take a shot and run away again, just like the other spots. And obviously the main thing that you want to do when you take one shot or they're running at you is throw flashes in the sky and hope that your teammates from long A will help you with some flashes to cut off angles like the elbow and whatnot. Because if you're playing rail, you've basically made a decision in your mind that you're going to die with the bomb site, because there's really no way that you can escape. Once the team is all the way up in the elbow, there's no way for you to really run out long A without getting killed. It's extremely difficult, and that's why I'm going to go ahead and explain to you the next spot, which is something that we like to call Gamehelper. And the reason why it's called Gamehelper is obviously because of this tag in the back of the wall. And you know, the main power of this is you're able to take this angle and, you know, essentially try and avoid some flashbangs and get one kill, but then you're easily able to run away and take shots like this, or go and run and hide in the pit. The reason why this is so powerful is because of the fact that you stay alive for the retake. Obviously, if you get a pick or two, it helps like crazy, because now when your team is retaking the bomb site, no one should really be dying, since everyone is playing a retake. This will allow you to be able to essentially run up into the bomb site, and then say if the bomb is planted in a default position like this, you're able to, let's say, jump over here and then cover a really nice angle while the bomb is planted and your team is trying to defuse it. And obviously, you know, like I said, in comparison to rail and Gamehelper, you want to be able to play Gamehelper a little bit more often, because it'll secure the fact that you're going to stay alive later in the round, which will be more effective than dying early in the rail and leaving your team in a 5v4 or a 4v4, and now one of their oppers and, you know, two flashbangs that went to the grave with you are not going to be used in the retake. Now finally, the last spot that I like to play is where I like to do is, you know, push up long A and be aggressive with this. The main thing I like to do is jump out here and try and hold this angle. A lot of teams like to rush long A, so you want to try and take a shot and then run away. But if a team doesn't rush and you can hold this angle, this is very powerful, because once you've cleared this, your teammates that maybe had a bad spawn or maybe are exchanging guns or something are really late in crossing to long A. This allows you to cut off this angle as well as protect your teammates from getting into the position that essentially they shouldn't have been in because of bad spawns or trading guns or figuring out a money situation. This allows you to have essentially a normal round when sometimes you would not have a normal round. And one of the main things that I like to do when it comes to picking long A is jumping here and taking this angle and holding it, especially when my teammates don't have good spawns that play A. Like I said earlier, it's really good because you can help your teammates cross, but then you can jump back to a position like Gamehelper where you can have two guys set up long A that are on your team, so when you take a shot, you can run away and basically have your teammates save you, and you can hide, for example, in the pit for a retake on A. Because staying alive is one of the most important and crucial things as an opper, especially when, oppers don't essentially always waste their flashbangs and grenades first thing, because you have to have your scope out and it takes a second or two to bring your scope out once you've taken out your gun. So it's not easy to be able to take out flashbangs and grenades essentially in the heat of the battle. So staying alive for the retake is very important, because then you'll be able to throw your flashbangs deep and then be able to try and stay alive and make sure that you can be effective in the ending part of the round. And pretty much that's basically the explanation of how to hold A as CT on Dust 2. And this has been a EG Pro Tips series brought to you by MSI Notebook, and you can check out more information on them at msimobile.com. And for more information on Team EG, you can check us out at www.myeg.net.